Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ram and Goat Astrology. I'm Laura Lee.
And I am Helena, and I'm feeling very stupid, and it's because I have a pregnant brain. And Laura just said that I'm not stupid, actually, and I feel better.
Yeah, I've done this 5 times, and I had to remind her that her brain is busy making a human. And we tend to forget that that's a full-time job. And even though we don't consciously think about it, it's still happening. So
Yes.
if you know a pregnant woman in your life, give her some love and remind her that she is smart and beautiful, and her brain will return eventually. Around
Yeah.
two
So
years,
if I'm
around two
slow
years
or
postpartum.
yeah. So if you think that if sound slow or say silly things, cut me some slack.
Yep, you get that
Yeah,
because you're entering a new year and you're in your second trimester now, right?
I am.
Yeah. So you're in full blown grow baby mode, like
Absolutely. Yeah.
physical, and you have to put weight on, and that's a job in
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
Eating.
Yeah. Hmm.
You get to start the
Some days
year
a full-time job. Yeah.
consuming the calories.
Yeah.
Well, happy 2026. This is
Yeah.
exciting. So we're going to do the transits for the first couple weeks in January here and see what
Hmm.
is going on. So is there anything on the first? Yeah, there's two things, huh?
There is. There is. We are starting the year with Mercury square to Neptune.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll start the year off right where we're confused and don't know what the hell is going on. Awesome.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Is it just me or didn't we have a transit like this like in a couple of days ago in December? Or is it this
Mm,
one that I'm thinking about?
it might be this one.
Let's just say it's this one I'm thinking about. Well,
I
that's
think
a
it's
very confused way to start the year. But you know what? Maybe it doesn't have to be like confusion. Mercury, I say confusion because Neptune is so foggy, but
yeah.
Neptune is also ethereal and it connects us with other worlds that we cannot see. So I think if we push ourselves and we try and be productive and do a lot of things and work, that's going to create confusion. But if
Mhm.
we are a little bit more still and we can maybe receive more messages with Mercury in
Yeah.
this connection with Neptune. Yes, it's a square, so it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. But still, if you're receiving, if you're trying to receive and be open, it's going to
Right.
make it a lot
And
easier.
this ends the year. So this ends on the 31st kind of like that and then enters into the first and is this is the energy. So if you're confused, that's okay. Like that's how this is supposed to go. And just know, like Helena said, this might be a time where you just need to be, right? Just be because
Mm.
Mercury wants clarity and to use language and have decisions. And Neptune is like bringing the dreams and the symbolism and the boundarylessness into the situation. So this could be emotional or nervous system impacts for sure, but definitely just like overthinking our made up stories. Right? People tend
Yeah.
to make up stories in their head and then overthink about these made up stories, even that the story is made up and not accurate to what the other person's actually doing or saying. So be
Mm.
really careful that if you're telling yourself a story on the 31st and the 1st, that it's an actual true story and not something you're just making up because this is an
Hmm.
easy transit for just making shit up.
Yeah. And then a little bit later that day, Mercury moves into Capricorn. So the last thing it does in Sagittarius is that square to Neptune.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then heads over into Capricorn, and then it will spend some time in Capricorn, where it will be more wanting to focus on. I see Capricorn as an energy that is very like tunnel vision,
Yes. Yes.
very like we're doing that one project, and we need to go through step one and step two before we can do step three,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and goal oriented and like very efficient and wanting things to just be, work out.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Then we have our good friend Chiron on the second, our wounded healer. He's going direct in Aries. He's been going retrograde for what feels like for flipping ever. But now he's moving forward again. And this is always the planet we have to look to for healing our inner worth, our inner, uh, how we feel secure, really, how we feel worthy. And so Chiron in Aries is about taking the leap, making the bold moves, right? So this is healing what's internal. And Aries is always about our identity, the I am, right?
Mm.
So our old identity wounds can surface quickly. So when he was going retrograde, we were kind of revisiting those wounds of I am in the past and letting go of those wounds. And now, as he turns around, we are encouraged to learn to trust ourselves more, even trusting our anger. I love anger.
Mm.
Do you know that? Have I ever told you I love the energy of
I'm
anger?
I'm not surprised.
Not surprised. I have my sun in Aries opposite my Mars in Libra, and I've learned how to really have a healthy relationship with anger. And I think that's huge because as women, we tend to get a lot of flack or crap or, pushback when it comes to us feeling the emotion of anger or even rage. And Chiron stationing direct in Aries is where that inner work turns around and we get to do that healing and live that feeling, not just feel it, but we get to like
Mm.
take action and live it. I think when Chiron goes retrograde, it's more of like an internal. And then when he goes
Mm.
direct, it comes more of an external. So it's more like your inner truth being moved outside of you now. It's in motion, truth in motion.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm excited for this one because I'm ready for Chiron to get out of Aries now. Can we move on?
Mm.
Get out of there. But I think the medicine for this particular transit is that it's not about being soft. It's about honest self-expression. That's the wound
Mm.
we really have to heal here. And it's for everybody, right? This isn't just for people with a natal Chiron and Aries. This is for all of us. Honest self-expression. So it could be like
I
sudden
like that.
bursts of motivation, right?
Yeah.
Sudden bursts to do something, a desire to act differently than you used to. And then also this really would look like I've been practicing this because of my Aries Libra energy, but a lot less tolerance for self-betrayal. You can't keep putting yourself
Oh.
last and trying to please others first. You can't do that anymore.
Oh, that self-betrayal thing.
Yeah.
I think that's more, that has so much more weight um than when you first like I think that people don't really think about this. I don't think about this. I don't go around thinking about self-betrayal, but that's something that I think a lot of people do
Hmm.
unconsciously a lot, and I
A
do it
lot.
as well. You say something, you think, oh, today it could even be like I know I really need a break. This week I'm gonna make sure that I do this thing, and then you just don't do it because you're
Don't do
like,
it.
oh, whatever, I can just do it some other time. No big deal, you think, but when you do that again and again and again,
Yep.
what is that telling yourself? If that was you saying that to a friend, how would that
Right.
friend react? Yeah.
That friend would be like, we're not friends. You never show up when you say you're going to. You never do the things you say you're going to do. What kind of friendship is this? Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think this is part of like learning to let discomfort be part of the authentic change that we're making, right? Choosing yourself
Yeah.
without having to over explain yourself. Right?
Mm.
Hey, I'm not going to come to Christmas this year. I'm actually going to take a day for myself, and that's what it's going to happen. I don't have to explain that, right? I just have to do that, choose that, and be in the discomfort for a little bit that maybe these people aren't going to be thrilled that I didn't show up to Christmas, but honoring my needs and the fact that I don't enjoy the whatever X, Y, and Z party or, whatever example it
Mm.
is. But I think this is where the embodiment matters and where we start to show others that external decision that we've been making internally. So,
Mm.
yeah, I love that. Yay, Chiron direct in Aries because he's at the last kind of degrees of Aries right now. And he's going to be moving into Taurus soon, which I like because that's where my natal Chiron is. And I'd like to get to that healing process, please.
Hurry up. Hurry up and
Hurry up,
heal.
let's get there. All right, what's next
Okay.
in our transits?
Well, January 3rd, we have a full moon in Cancer, first full moon of 2026,
Mm,
first